Welcome back to Les Schwab Tire Center's Outdoor GPS, presented by Fisherman's Marine and Outdoor. Now, it's real time.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you very much for watching the show this morning. Again, it's the 16th of December, and it's Saturday. It's cold outside, but we get a chance to meet Pat Hoglund, the newest executive director for the CCA Oregon, here in the studio for the first time. Pat, it's good to see you, man.
Likewise, Noah. Thanks for having me.
Hey, congratulations.
Thanks.
You know, too, by the way, that's his background in the Northwest is extensive. If you've ever heard of Salmon Steelhead Journal, well, he's the man behind that. So this is nothing new to him when you're referring to fisheries and some of the issues that we have here, which are, in a lot of circumstances, full-blown insane. Thank God we have the CCA and other organizations that are out there. But man, you walked into a buzzsaw. How's it been in such a short time? You took on this position in the end of September?
Mid-September, and it kind of hit the ground running in October.
I would assume that you hit the ground running.
Yeah.
Because I know that you guys are busy.
Yeah, this time of year, there's a lot to get done, and we're getting it done, and I'm working hard to make sure I meet all my goals for the end of this year and going into 24. So it has been an experience. The one thing that I have learned right away, I kind of knew this being involved in CCA, but what I have come to really appreciate is the membership and the volunteers and the amount of work and energy and time that they put into this organization. It's really inspiring.
Without it, I mean, think about, and I want all of you to think about this. There are some folks out there that would love to see everything that we do go away. They think that they're doing something positive, but then in the end, they're destroying, literally, this is not a fiction or anything, they're destroying our fisheries here in Oregon and Washington, and the CCA is in the forefront of that battle. They're always there. You guys are always willing to be in the courts. You're always willing to have volunteers, like you just mentioned, to be in the woods, for crying out, in the river, volunteering their time to help out. Listen, it's an organization that you have to learn more about if you're not part of it. And if you are, you can even get more involved. But I gotta ask, man, you just started, right? You've got an extensive history here in the Northwest when you're talking about fisheries and salmon and steelhead and all that, magazine. What's been the biggest challenge for you so far, taking this sort of a position on, if you haven't done something like this before? Has there been anything that's been, maybe a little bit more daunting than you may have thought?
Well, yeah, I mean, just kind of getting up to speed with how the organization works. You know, it's membership based, obviously, but then we have committees and we have management, and just kind of learning the behind the scenes stuff, and then kind of applying that to how we're going to move forward into 2024 with new ideas, and just trying to execute the plan that we have in place. So I mean, as you said, there's a lot of issues affecting fisheries in the Pacific Northwest. Sure. And we do our best to, I guess, address those when we can address them. But I kind of know the issues, but trying to get people to understand how CCA works, the model works, is really important. Because once they understand how the model works, then they start to really understand why CCA is important.
In the smallest of a tidbit that you can, what does that model really entail? I mean, I know there's folks that are out there watching right now, as well as you know, that aren't members of the CCA. There are folks that are out there that are watching that are. Yeah. Both of which are going, well, what the heck is what's going on now? What are we working on now? In a little snapshot, what is that?
Well, I'll say my immediate job is to, I guess, re-energize the membership and get new members to sign up, because there's strength in numbers, obviously.
God, yes. Yeah.
And then once we execute our membership plans, and we jump right into the banquet season. Yeah. And the banquets are the lifeblood of CCA. Yeah. That's where we raise our funds, and those funds then go to operations in the organization. So there's that, and then moving into 2024, I brought some ideas to the table that I think will help energize the membership and get more people involved, get them more excited about becoming a member of CCA.
Yeah, which is hugely important. I mean, we've talked about it. I've been lucky enough to work with CCA for a number of years, well over a decade now. I was there the very first day that it ever was announced. Gary Loomis up at the golf course in Vancouver. The war chest is what he had mentioned that particular night. It took a lot of people, I should say, it took people a lot of time to really understand what is he talking about with this war chest thing was actually a thing. Because you can't fight some of these battles without money, everyone. And I really hate to say it that way, but I've said it that way for a very long time. The root of all evil is money, and without it, we get beat. Look what they just did at Green Peter. You're talking about organizations that have got hundreds, if not more, millions of dollars backing them. It's very difficult. It's not cheap. You have to have the ability to step in and actually influence what's going on. And a lot of that's in court battles, right? And these things are very expensive.
Yeah, I mean, the court battles are one thing, and CCA picks its battles wisely.
Yeah.
We have a really smart staff. We have Sean Miller, who's our lobbyist in Salem.
Yeah.
We have Heath Heikela, who's the Pacific Northwest Fisheries Director.
Yeah.
Those are the people that we lean heavily on for those types of issues, and whether or not it's a winnable battle. As we all know, politics is not black and white.
Oh, God.
You walk in with a plan and you walk out with whatever you settle on. And it's better than walking out empty-handed.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, we have really smart people. They work hard for us, and they are the ones who kind of direct us on issues. But yes, it does take money. And, you know, it takes money to fund the organization, pay staff, and keep the banquets going, keep the membership thriving. All of the stuff that kind of falls under the CCA umbrella, that's really what kind of fuels the organization.
Yeah.
So
it's a huge deal. There's no, again, it's just one of those things where educate yourself. It's easy to learn. Brian's already shown exactly how to do that with their website, but we're going to continue to talk with Pat Hoglund. He's the executive director from the CCA Oregon. Don't go anywhere. We've got more for you. And Clayton, Joel, and others, be patient. We're going to get to your phone calls as well.
Outdoor GPS is brought to you by Chevy Silverado and the impressive new Turbo Max engine. Flex your muscle with the strongest, most advanced Silverado ever. Official truck of Outdoor GPS.